gentlemen, and welcome to my FIFA 15 career mode. I don't know what happened there, but I'll carry on anyway regardless. This is episode 10 of my Newcastle career mode, and you join us just as we're about to enter the January transfer window with a first game against Burnley. The second is a FA Cup tie against Barnsley, and the third is at home against Southampton. Now, before I do start anything, as I just said, this is the beginning of the January transfer window. However, we have got a few things that aren't going to be going our way, namely our finances, which, as you can see here, aren't a lot. We've got 1.4 million in the transfer budget and 22.4 million in the weekly wage budget. Obviously, this isn't a greatest position we want to be in, but especially when you want to sign players like Danny Ings and another player who got recommended to me as my network couldn't connect. But yeah, as I say, we want to sign Danny Ings and another player who got recommended to me by a friend, which is Connor Wickham, which would be, there he is, and which would be a bit of a coup if we did sign him, but I'll add him to my shortlist and scout him so I can see what he's like. But this is the problem: we've got 42 out of 42 spaces in our roster taken, and out of all the players we want to sell, it's only Taylor who we're going to sell, Biggie Romano who I'm looking to loan out, and Old Chick who also I'm looking to loan out for the season, since he's put in a loan request, which I can understand. He's not getting many games for me, so if he can get some first team football, it's advisable. But anyway, let's get into this first game against Burnley at St James's. As you're going to see in a minute, Burnley are 19th in the league, which, considering I'm 6th on paper, should be a pretty routine win for me. But as you know, football games are not won on paper, especially on FIFA. So yeah, it will be hopefully should be a game I was looking to win, and we can only find out now. So if we go with our first chance of the game, which actually fell to Burnley, which is a good pass through to our field, who ends up getting tackled by Colaccini with a superb tackle who gets rid of it. But now here we are with Barnes to our field again, who had a reasonable game, and it's a brilliant save by Krul. Unfortunately, it didn't fall to the Burnley player for the rebound, because that would have been 1-0 to them. But anyway, here's a chance with De Jong, who puts it into Heaton's arms, unfortunately. Anyway, it's now Tripper to Vokes, who is dealt with, and it goes to Tim Krul. So yeah, as you can see, there's not many chances in this first half. We're already into the 40th minute of the game, but here we are with De Jong with not a right stronger chance. But anyway, Colaccini absolutely sives down Vokes, or is it Barnes? It's Barnes, who cares? It's Barnes, he's a dirty bastard anyway, no one cares. But anyway, it's a yellow card for Colaccini and a free kick in a kind of dangerous position for Burnley. Hopefully nothing can come from it. They get the extra man to take it, who runs over the ball, confuses my defenders and blasts it high and wide. No problem. But here we are, Vodja takes it into the box, kind of, has a crack, but it's blocked, so we end up getting the corner, which is kind of okay. But here's the corner, and dealt with by the defence only as far as Tiote, who has a crack, and Heaton gathers it. But anyway, into the second half, immediately go on a run with Ozyakup, who beats one defender, beats two, has a crack, and puts it wide. So that's fantastic. And here we are with Barnes, who has a shot, but it's blocked by the defender, to Vokes, who puts it narrowly wide. Again, Jutkiewicz comes on, and it's another chance for Burnley. We really were not playing well in this game, but yeah, everything just seemed to be going right for them, and nothing was going for me. And there was another chance from Burnley, but here's another one to Taylor, to Jutkiewicz, saved by Krul. Colaccini fails to deal with it, and Martani to Jutkiewicz, and again a fantastic save by Tim Krul, who has been my best player this season, hands down. And Ozyakup beats his man, takes it into the box. Can he score? No. Puts it wide, as per usual. I'm seriously considering dropping. But anyway, it's Jutkiewicz breaks free. Tim Krul runs out and does just enough for it to make Jutkiewicz blast it over the bar. And it remains 0-0. But anyway, here we are. Another chance for Burnley. Puts it to Jutkiewicz, who drags the shot wide. De Jong now for Newcastle. Takes it into the box. Looks for the support. Finds Ozyakup, who takes it round the defender as a crack. But pretty weak shot straight into the keeper's knees and is cleared. But here we are with Tiote, maybe the last chance of the game. Get a corner out of it. Can we get something from this corner though? Cabello whips it into Scott Dan, and it's saved by Heaton, who I believe is about to clear it, and that will end the game. Yes, it does. So we draw that game 0-0, which, as I say, is not the best result. But anyway, we have a technical fault here. My editing software wouldn't accept the recording and just would let it play up until this point. So anyway, our next game is against Barnsley, as I say, in the third round of the FA Cup. And here's there's probably our second chance, which unfortunately we couldn't show the first one, which was a free kick. But anyway, Cup has a blast and Turnbull saves it. And another one falls to Tiote, who puts it over the bar. This game was going a lot better for me from what the Burnley one did by this point already. And we'd already created 3 or 4 chances and just weren't able to capitalise on them. But here we are. Dave manages to win us a free kick, which will be taken by Cabela. Can we get anything from it? 27 yards out. You'd expect him to get it on target at least. Does. Very narrowly misses out on scoring. And Brown clears it for Barnsley, but goes for a throw-in, which is going to be taken by Sissoko, who plays it to Cabela, who has the crack and hits the post. I mean, an audacious shot like that. It had no right to shoot from there, but very arguably deserved to score. But anyway, it's Ngiata or whatever to Digby, who has a shot and is saved by Krul, and it's a corner to Barnsley, which nothing could come from. And anyway, into the second half, Tiote takes the ball, takes it on the run, beats his defender, beats 2 defenders, has a shot, but accidentally holding L2 and tried a back heel, which didn't work, as you could see. But anyway, here we are, getting crossed in, and nothing again. But here we are with De Jong, splits the defence with the pass, goes for the audacious chip, and again, Turnbull saves it. But here we are with Abbott, who plays it to Jennings, who plays it to Brown, and yeah, can't really complain about that. It's a penalty to Barnsley. It was mistimed, and unfortunately it's Colaccini again. But unfortunately he doesn't get booked or anything. So yeah, but as you can see, it's you can't really complain about that. It's a poor challenge from Colaccini. And referee quite rightly gives the penalty, which is going to be taken by the ex-Reading player, that is Leroy Lita, who takes the penalty and scores it. So we're in the FA Cup third round, a tournament which Newcastle notoriously do not do well in. And we find ourselves 1-0 down to Barnsley, who are 2 leagues below us, which isn't always a good thing. But anyway, here's Cup. Has a shot, and again saved by Turnbull. Yeah, it's just, as I say, I was getting the chances. Couldn't really take them, but it was definitely going better for me than what. Well, actually, no. By this point, it's going worse. But there's another shot which was saved by Turnbull. Again, it was audacious, but anyway, it's a De Jong, plays it into Sissoko, takes it into the box, has a crack, and is turned away by Turnbull, who, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned, for Barnsley, it had to be man in the match of Barnsley. He was the person who kept them in it, and goes to Abbott, getting chased down by Anita, passes it back to Jennings, and referee ends the game, and we're out of the FA Cup, which is a disappointment, I'm not going to lie. And Colaccini's out for 5 days, which isn't really an injury. But anyway, into our last game in the episode against Southampton, which I believe is our 10th match after 9 games without a win. Was hoping to turn that around, but here we are with Tiote, who's hacked down by Pella, but ref plays advantage and play carries on to De Jong, who again has a crack and tucks it away nicely, which puts us 1-0 up. And I'm sorry, I just had to watch this all over again, because I still can't quite believe I scored it. I mean, he had, again, it's no right to shoot from there. Catches the goalkeeper off guard, obviously, by surprise, not expecting the shot. Really should have done better with it, but no, De Jong puts his laces through it, and it winds up in the back of the net, 1-0 to Newcastle. And as you can see, the St James's Park faithful and Tim Krul enjoying themselves. But here we are, Davis to Tadic, who can't really control it. It's got rid of by Stan to De Jong, who plays the ball through to Cabela, who puts the afterburners on and completely rinses Nathaniel Klein, and takes it into the box, and with that slide tackle animation makes it 2. So yeah, it's 2-0 now. Game in the 8th minute, game looking pretty comfortable now. But then again, this is Southampton. They are a good team, so you can't really write them off just yet, as it's early in the game. But I mean, but the ball is in our court, and again, there's the slide tackle animation. Davis well beaten in place of Foster. I don't know why Davis was playing instead of Foster, but hey ho. But football goes like that from time to time. It's probably a change that suits me, and then you can see that's Cabella's 4th goal in the Premier League in the 9th minute. But anyway, here's Sissoko, plays the ball through to De Jong, who unfortunately was offside as he finds the back of the net, which thinking at the time it was 3-0, but no, alas, it remains 2, and he was reasonably well offside. I should have seen it, but anyway, Ozyakup plays it through to De Jong again, who tries to chip and is collected by Davis, so arguably could have made it 3 there, but doesn't. To Tiote, who has a crack, straight at Davis, pretty poor shot, but Tiote again plays it through to De Jong, who this time is onside, one-on-one kind of with the keeper, not anymore, but takes it around his defender and just feathers it into the bottom right left-hand corner to make it 3-0 to the Toon. And the Toon Army now really rocking in St James's Park, as this game pretty much now is mine to lose. 3-0 up in the first half, and Alderfield getting a yellow to Anita to Dave, who has a crack and can't find the target with his right foot, which is not surprising seeing he's a left-footed player. But anyway, here's De Jong, takes it round Yoshida. Is he going to score? Takes it round and hits the inside of the post and bounce out. Arguably could have been 4 again, so it could potentially be 5-0. But no, Cabella tries to be audacious and doesn't work. But here's De Jong, takes it into the box, round his defender again, which is working all day, and puts it wide, unfortunately. As you can see, I was like getting plenty of chances falling for me, not taking more than half. And De Jong again, saved by Davis, who definitely had a better second half than he did a first half. And Ozyakup hacked down by, I believe it is Yoshida. Yes, it is. Taken out by Yoshida. He gives away the penalty to me. Yeah, mistime tackle. It's unfortunate to see, but letter of the law says it's a penalty. And the penalty can only be taken by, of course, Cabella. After that penalty he took against Manchester United at Old Trafford, really he was the only feasible choice to take it. And powering up, deciding which way I go, and I decide to put it down the middle, and it works out for me. So it's 4-0. Could potentially be 6 or 5, but hey, it's 4. We'll take that still. It's 4 goals to the good on the goal difference, and hopefully now we're 4-0. Now it's 4-0. With his 5th goal of the season, we can sort of rest a bit, like sit back. But anyway, here's another chance even. Ozyakup tries playing it to Tiote, who does end up getting the ball but can't quite get to it before Davis, who gathers it. But anyway, another chance now with Ozyakup, who is tackled by Yoshida, who fortunately for him managed to avoid a yellow card earlier. But anyway, that's the end of the game. We win 4-0 against Southampton after that 1-1 draw earlier in the season. Quite with that, and our 9 games without a win is now over. And as you can see, the Toon Army in full voice. And unfortunately for me, Colaccini is suspended due to having so many yellow cards. But as you can see, we're now 7th in the league. Yeah, so that is today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it, really. Next game, I believe, is against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So hopefully I'll get a result there. But I'm Itzmair RGHD. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.